Hello once again, everyone. It is me, Mr. Berringer. Welcome back to another episode of Berringer Builds Lego. And you're probably wondering, what am I building today? And you've probably seen it in the title. So that's a really stupid question to ask. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we are building another Bionicle. Somebody's clattering about in the kitchen. Today, we are going to be building a Bionicle that I never used to like him. But the more I looked at him, the more iterations of him came out, I grew more attached to him. And that is the Toa of Stone Pohatu. Isn't he beautiful? Isn't he marvellous? Now, I managed to get the other three Toa. I managed to get my hands on them, which was fantastic. And I've got the other two sitting there, so we will build them. We'll build them. We will. And up on my windowsill here, we've got Tahu, Liwa, and Onua sitting, all posed and lovely. Now, Pohatu is the Toa of Stone, or in this iteration, the Master of Stone, and I have just realised I have no scissors to open him with. Do I have scissors in here? Do I? Well, it seems I have no scissors in which to open this Bionicle with. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep talking till I see an object sharp enough that I could hopefully open him up with. Or, because I don't want to. Let me try actually peeling off the sticky bit, because I don't want to rip or damage the paint. Design. Oh, there we go. Could he expertly do it? And he's expertly done it. Oh, brilliant. Don't worry, I'll make sure in between recording this and opening the other two that I will have scissors, so this bit is much easier to do. Oh dear. So fantastically, I was out with my parentals. They took me down to Glasgow for my birthday, and got a nice little birthday supper, which was lovely. And they were like, "Is there anything you've got your eye on?" And I was like, I should, be a little bit more adult about this and say I need this and that for, college and that. But no, I said, there's new Bionicles out, Father. And he was all behind that. He wanted that. He wanted to get me these, and they are lovely. So Pohatu is this Toa of Stone. I need to talk about him because it'll stop me from rambling. And for some reason, the smaller boxes come with a little bit that they can hang up on shelves. Yeah, sorry, I've got a wee little runny nose and it's annoying me. So if I sniff a lot, I apologise. So, the instructions are a bit curled, that's annoying. Damn, everything just shook there. Come on. Hey, there we go. Pohatu, Toa of Stone. So, Pohatu, he's brown and tan coloured. I should probably stop speaking until after I've emptied all of these bags. So, it's there. Oh, the body. Oh, there's his Kanohi. Oh, it's lovely. It looks so similar to his original Kanohi. Oh, they're just. I will say it once, and I've said it once, and I'll say it again. I love the new iterations. I love what they've done with them. They're fantastic. So we open the instructions, and we get to see the comic of how Toa Pohatu gets his golden mask. And yeah, there we go. So let's put the instructions down here. I want to talk about this mask a little bit. I've always loved Pohatu's mask. The original looks very similar to this, although there's a wee section cut out round about there, and these were sort of like blades coming around that looked like an oxygen mask to it was almost like a ventilation system for him, because this is the Kanohi Kakama. The Kanohi Kakama, which is the Mask of Speed. The Mask of Speed, the Mask of Fast Moving, I believe. Mask of Speed. Yes, that is it. I am correct. But actually, hold on. People moving about. No, I'm ignoring that. The wiki says that these new masks are called like the Mask of Stone, Mask of Fire, all that. No, they're getting the original Kanohi names because I am sort of a die-hard fan, kind of. Okay, so we get to make another Kanoka spider. I really want to get the big bad guy, which is just I think he's called the Master of Spiders. It's really cool. Oh, now this Kanohi spider is a bit different. Sorry, because it has a little stinger on the back of it. Look at that. Oh, a little stinger. Interesting. Hold on a second. Hopefully that'll make me feel better. Blowing my nose. I'll cut that out. Right, okay, so let's start with every good place to start. The feet. Start from the bottom up. So, now, Pohatu's quite interesting because we have a lot of these transparent green parts. Greeny, yellowy colour. I probably don't get the colour right because I am, in fact, partially colourblind. So, yeah, I get colours wrong very often. So we attach these bits like that. And then we need this bit here to go there, turn that round, and then we have the legs. The legs are they don't look as bulky as I thought they'd be, because the original iteration of Pohatu and of course his Nuva form both had an inverted body, which meant the original gear functioned his legs instead of his arms, so that way he would be kicking instead of swinging a weapon, because his feet were sort of his weapon in his Toa Mata and Toa Nuva forms. Now we get to add the armour, so the armour goes like that and like that. It does look like he feels shorter than he should be. How much? It's still got good articulation in his feet. That's good. That's very good. I'm a bit wary about the smaller bodies because Lua, admittedly, was a little bit of a disappointment, but I'm staying positive. Now, this is different because a lot. I like that how he's got sort of like knee guards with his armor here. That's really nice because the other ones either have no armor on their legs, bar these bits, and these other bits were on the shin instead of the thigh, and I actually prefer it on the thigh because it makes the legs look more powerful, which obviously is what they're trying to do with Pohatu, probably harkening back to his Nuva form and his Mata form. So that's what I'm going to take from this. And of course, my favourite part, which is creating the gear system. So we need to take a bit of this. I'm going to move all these pieces so you guys get a nice clearer shot of what I'm doing. So we need this, and we need this, and this goes into there and folds down. So it's obviously sorry, I cannot speak today. So it's obviously got one arm that is locked in place. That makes perfect sense. So we need this and two of these little ball joints, and attach these together like so. And this is how we lock that arm into place there, so that stays rigid. It doesn't move. And then this is the same. And actually, this is a Sunday I'm recording on. I'm actually doing this recording to reward myself for getting all of my work done. Because what is more fun than creating content for you guys to watch? I must ask you. Nothing is more fun than that. And I forgot to actually show you in all the other instructions, but to show you what piece of dowel they need, they give you a little guide, a reference point at the bottom for those of you who don't build Lego so often, or at least Lego Technic. Now, this is the 4 gauge, I like to call it, dowel, and this I think is the 5. See how it's just that tad longer. Sorry, I'm probably not giving you a good angle. There we go. It's a tad longer than the 4, so it just shows you don't muck it up. Speaking of, we need to use this. So we get a little gear on like that. I do like these little gears being included in the new models because it gives that heightened sense of it being a living, moving creature type thing. It's really nice to see them evolving and becoming much more organic. See how the gear moves. It looks like it's powering something as well, than just being a sort of decoration piece. And I really like that. I'm finding it really difficult because I want to make these sort of like reviews as well. Probably haven't been doing that. Probably just been talking about random things, but I'm struggling to find fault with these new models. I'm really struggling. Let's keep you bright, mate. So we've got another source of light for the camera. I'm really struggling to find a downside to these. Come on, attach to. A wild Lara just appearing in my room. Probably to do with the washing. Now, this gear here makes it more difficult for these to turn. So that's the function of this gear here. So it sort of locks this one, making it harder to turn. That's quite clever. I don't know if that's part of the other ones. I can't remember. I think it might be part of Tahu. So I'm going to check that out and see if that's why they've done that. But that's a really, really neat function of the new models. Now, I just thought to myself, I can't believe I'm actually reviewing and building Bionicles on my channel. This is like a dream come true, really. And this is lovely. This is an old piece from probably about early 2000, maybe 2004, 2003. It's part of, it's one of the end weapons of the creatures called Rakshi, who had staffs, and this I believe was the water Rakshi staff. Well, the blue one. I can't remember if its element was water or not. They didn't have elements. They were Makuta's sons almost, and they were sent against the Toa Nova to attack them and stop them completing their quest to find the mask, the Toa of Light. And this was what the blue Rakshi's weapon. So it had like this, a dowel there, and this on the other side to have like a staff. And I'm really glad they're using this piece. Although they could have created an entirely new weapon for Pohatu, but the inner Berringer still is happy that they've used an old piece. So there we go. The gearbox has now been attached to Pohatu. He's given a bit more form, a bit more niceness to him, and now we need to make his arm. So his left arm. So we just attach these together. Somebody went in the bathroom because the fan went on. I wonder if the camera picked that up. So that attaches like that, and then this will attach to the arm here. Like that. There we go. Let's make Pohatu nice and visible to you guys. And then this is really nice. His right arm is sort of more energized, I like to think, and it's the transparent greenish yellow color. And it reminds me, I don't know how many people watch this, but there was this old cartoon about the biker mice from Mars. And it reminds me of the leader had this sort of power fist that he tapped 3 buttons on his knuckles and his hand glowed in this sort of colour, and it sort of reminds me of that. And I wonder if that's what they're trying to do with Pohatu, to make him have some sort of like energy attack with his hand. Probably not. I'm probably reading a little bit too much into it and having a bit too much headcanon going on, but that's what I like to do. That's what I pride myself in doing, creating little stories and reasons behind the design. So that goes there, and that goes there. So that's the armor, the arm, or get it? That was bad. I'm sorry. that was just dire. That really was. Oh, and now what we're doing with this, the other arm, is we are making this sort of like a bone skeleton thing. Ooh, how lovely. And it attaches here. Huzzah! And it seems his left arm only gets that. Oh no, his left arm gets another larger bit of armor, like that. Going on there. See? Howdy doody. That's lovely. And now for the eyes. Now, I'm a bit disappointed here, because if I remember correctly, the original Pohatu had orangey red eye to him, but he gets the greeny yellow ones. I'm a little bit disappointed, because I really liked his eye colour back in the day. But, well, that's just a personal fault. That's not a design flaw at all. That's just my personal preference. We're storming through this guy today. Oh, and this is a different body type than the other Toa. So we get that. You could actually attach little spines to that there. Get that. Get the body plate, and look at that body plate. Look how nice that is. They're lovely. They really are. They've really outdone themselves with these new Toa. And let's put Pohatu back there. And now for his weapons. So what we need are these 4 blades, like that. They look almost like boomerangs, which sort of gives Pohatu an Australian quality to him. And I've never actually thought about this before, but Pohatu could be Australian, because he lives in a desert, he has boomerangs, and then that's where the stereotypes really end. Yeah, that's where they really end. So we get these, and we attach them to his hands, like so, with the little circular dowels pointing out. And then we get these 2 little eyes. I think of them as eyepieces. I don't know what they're actually called, because they used to be used on other Bionicle sets for eyes. And make his boomerangs like that. And now, of course, the final bit, the final pièce de résistance, adding the mask. There we go. Oh, look at him. Oh, Pohatu is he's fantastic. And we can also, it seems, take his boomerangs off his hands, if I can. Put him like that. Attach him to his feet, like that. Come on, attach, you bugger. Put him on his feet. So if we sort of give him that sort of stance like that, and take off his other weapon, give it here, so he's got like a dagger, and he's now like sort of gliding through the air on these sort of like jet boots, honestly. Like, that's really cool. That is so cool. And then of course he's got the gear function there, which is really nice. And oh wow, isn't that just, that's just something. That's something lovely. And now let us attach his golden mask. That is lovely. I can't find any fault with it. Maybe there could have been something more to this arm, maybe. But that, oh no, these actually seem a little bit brittle. These these weapons might be more prone to breaking than you'd want. So, but yeah, all you need to do is like close them when you're taking them off, and then that's fine. You might want, again with the other ones, you might want sort of a locking system for the arm, just so it's not moving. But they don't. It doesn't seem to be a problem with movement. They seem to still be stationary and they don't move as much as the original Toa Pohatu's did. There's not really. I'm really struggling to find some sort of flaw in the design that is specifically Pohatu. I'd say maybe the specific joints in this guy is a little bit wibbly, but no, you've just got to learn how to pose him. No. Whoa! You can't balance, that's for sure. No. He's lovely. He's lovely. He's really nice. Far better than the originals, obviously. Pohatu was always lacking in his Mata and Nuva forms, but this guy is just lovely. Flawless. So, anyway, that's my. I've just caught myself sighting my hair in my computer screen and I look silly. So this has been Pohatu, Master of Stone, building him. If you've liked this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to see more building videos, and you can always watch my other videos that I do that are not live and video game based. So yeah, I've been Mr. Berringer, I've built Pohatu, Master of Stone, and I shall see you all next time where we build another Lego Bionicle. Goodbye.